Today on Rappler. The Philippines clarifies no cabinet-level official agreed to any Chinese proposal on the Ayungin shoal. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla is the highest-earning cabinet official of the Marcos administration in 2023. Poor households in areas outside Metro Manila are hit harder by inflation in April. The Israeli military seizes control of the Rafah border crossing between the Gaza Strip and Egypt. And the Garden of Time is this year's theme for the Met Gala at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. The Philippine Foreign Affairs Department clarifies Tuesday, May 7, no cabinet-level official in the Marcos administration has agreed to any Chinese proposal on the Ayungin shoal. The statement comes a day after China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs repeated Philippine defense and security officials supposedly approved a new model for rotation and resupply missions to the BRP Sierra Madre. The agency says only the president can approve or authorize agreements on the contested territory. Ayungin Shoal is where the BRP Sierra Madre serves as a military outpost in the area. The shoal is well within the Philippines' 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone, which China claims. The China Coast Guard and Chinese maritime militia routinely harass and block Philippine missions to Ayungin, even using water cannons in a bid to stop these missions. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla is the highest-earning cabinet official of the Marcos administration in 2023. The 2023 report on salaries and allowances released by the Commission on Audit says Remulla received 7.08 million pesos in 2023. Special Assistant to the President Antonio Lagdameo Jr. comes next with total earnings of 6.98 million pesos. The businessman was among the top campaign donors of the Marcos campaign in 2022. Completing the top 5 in the list are Science and Technology Secretary Renato Solidum Jr., Labor Secretary Bienvenido Laguesma, and Public Works Secretary Manuel Bonoan. Vice President Sara Duterte, as Education Secretary, received only 558,000 pesos in allowances in discretionary, extraordinary, and miscellaneous expenses. COA's report only covers secretaries, undersecretaries, and assistant secretaries and does not include the president and vice president. Poor households in areas outside Metro Manila are hit harder by inflation in April, driven mainly by soaring rice prices, El Niño damaging crops, and the peso's depreciation against the dollar. The Philippine Statistics Authority reports Tuesday, May 7, the national level inflation rate in April inched up to 3.8%. This is slightly higher than the 3.7% recorded last March. It remains within the government's target band of 2% to 4%, but marks the third straight month of increasing inflation. Inflation rate for the bottom 30% income households rise to 5.2% in April, higher than the 4.6% in March. The PSA tweaks how inflation is computed for poor households to better reflect consumption patterns and how price changes affect the most financially vulnerable segment of the population. Inflation of food and non-alcoholic beverages for this income segment reached 8.1%. The Israeli military seizes control of the Rafah border crossing between the Gaza Strip and Egypt on Tuesday. Its tanks push into the southern Gazan town of Rafah after a night of airstrikes on the Palestinian enclave. Palestinian militant group Hamas said on Monday, May 6, it agreed to a ceasefire proposal, but Israel said the terms did not meet its demands. After Israel's attacks, the Gaza Health Ministry said 54 Palestinians are killed and 96 are wounded in the past 24 hours. The Israeli military said the limited operation in Rafah was meant to kill fighters and dismantle infrastructure used by Hamas. Mediators still struggle to secure a ceasefire agreement between Israel and its Hamas foes as the conflict enters its 8th month. More than 1 million people sought refuge in Rafah, living in makeshift shelters. A-list international stars and established personalities in the fashion industry gather for the annual Met Gala at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City on Monday, May 6 or Tuesday, May 7 in the Philippines. This year's gala is awash with florals, sheers, and vintage couture in line with the theme The Garden of Time. The annual extravaganza is put up to raise money for the museum's Costume Institute. Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour chairs the annual event, while actress-singer Jennifer Lopez, Dune star Zendaya, rapper and Grammy winner Bad Bunny, and Thor actor Chris Hemsworth are the co-hosts. And that's today's wrap. I'm Michelle Abad. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.